Hey, this is Jeremy,
And this is Dave.
and it's time for Short Reviews of RiffTrax Shorts, a mini-sode of the True Blue Riffcast. Yes! For today's short review of RiffTrax Shorts, we are going to be talking about Goldilocks and the Three Bears, courtesy of Coronet.
Coronet, man. This really did feel like a throwback to kind of like the 2008-2009 era of shorts, which was like right when I got into RiffTrax.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of As We Like It, the one about beer. Just like those really kind of like old school RiffTrax, kind of like real simple, like the subject matter is not super complicated. It's just like blah, but Mike, Kevin, and Bill really like bring something to it and like make it, something that you would want to watch.
Yeah.
It's not like, shall we say, Santa and the Fairy Snow Queen, where it's just so outrageous where you're just like reacting. This requires like a lot of jokes to bring it to life. And, that's the kind of stuff that made me fall in love with RiffTrax shorts to begin with back 12 years ago. So I really enjoyed it on that level a lot.
Yeah. And, of course, there was a little bit of insanity in this one because it's Coronet, so you're going to get that. But Goldilocks and the Three Bears is about a little girl sitting in the park pretending that she is in Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And it's actually using real live bears.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a question about this framing device. Is she Goldilocks or is she pretending to be Goldilocks?
I think she was pretending to be Goldilocks because she had her book of favorite stories with her.
Okay.
That was literally just a book called Favorite Stories.
Oh, I think Bill or Kevin had a line, and these bears are very poorly drawn. I had that same reaction. It's like, man, this is the worst kids book, and I've made some kids books, sort of.
Oh, he knows bad kids books.
Yeah, I know bad kid drawing because I've done some bad kid drawings. And I was like, oh my God. That framing device, why did they need that framing device?
I have no idea what the point of using a framing device was. Like, it could have just been the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears without the framing, and it would have been exactly the same.
Well, they had to pad it out to 11 minutes. They had to.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
they
probably
had to.
Why, yeah.
They're getting paid by the hour. So they're like, we got to make another $13. So let's put a framing device on it. Whatever. It's totally unnecessary.
They just had 3 actual bears, and they were using them to tell the story. And there was a little bit more padding in the middle when they had the bears doing tricks for whatever reason.
Also, while we're talking about those bears, when they came home and like, someone's been sitting in my chair, someone's been eating my porridge, right? And the narrator's like, it's all the narrator projecting this onto like these bears. These bears don't care.
No.
They don't care. Like even Mike points out, it's like, no, that bear is eating his hat, sir. This bear does not give a fuck, right?
No.
And also, they're the most docile bears ever. Like the baby bear comes up, Goldilocks screams and runs away.
Well, no, with the baby bear, she just pets the bear. Like it like half climbs up on the bed she's on, and she just starts like scratching his ears. And then she sees the bigger bears and screams. And I don't know if she.
Yeah, but why?
That was either good acting or they didn't tell her that there was going to be 3 actual bears.
Even though she's in Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and she's Goldilocks, and she already knows the story of Goldilocks.
It seemed like a quality scream, though.
Yeah, it seemed like, even though we didn't really hear it.
Yeah, but the expressions were there. It was good.
Yeah.
I do have a favorite riff from this short.
Yes, and which is?
It's one that might require some explanation for some people if they're not familiar with the subject. But they're talking about the bears, and Bill says that Baby Bear's favorite toy is his Timothy Treadwell doll.
I gotta say, look, if it's a RiffTrax reference, then you get the #1 RiffTrax fan badge for this episode, because I did not get it.
Timothy Treadwell was an environmental activist who was killed and eaten along with his girlfriend by a 28-year-old brown bear.
When was this?
I'm not sure exactly. It was the subject of a movie from Werner Herzog back in 2005 called Grizzly Man. Talk about his life and death. And yeah, so I thought that was, Bill brings in those dark references all the time, and
That's pretty good.
that was definitely one of them. But I laughed pretty good. And my other favorite riff was the very last thing that we hear from the guys right at the end, and it was Mike yelling out, "Her hair was red,"
Yeah,
instead of being Goldilocks.
that's kind of a thing with Coronet. I don't get it. Why couldn't they just like put a yellow wig on her? Goldilocks and her golden locks. That's like German or French or some crap. Golden locks, Goldilocks.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point of the character.
Some fancy foreign language. It means golden locks in whatever language this fairy tale was originally written in. Hans Christian Andersen or Mother Goose or the Grimm Bros or whoever. They're rolling over in their graves if those people existed. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they could afford to bring in real bears, but they couldn't put a wig on this little girl.
Also, can I just say that set was terrible? That was an awful set Coronet built. Like this house, and you go inside the house, and it's just like the most garbage house you can imagine. It looked like a junior high play set. Welcome back from the edit, everybody.
Dave's at it again.
That's right.
But yeah, Goldilocks' Three Bears. This is a weird. I mean, it's Coronet, so of course it's going to be weird. But
yeah,
it's extra weird because of the live bears.
But the bears didn't care. See, look, I gotta come back to this. The bears were like dogs in this. I was like, like while watching it, I was like, are you bears or dogs? Because it just seemed like they just wanted like a treat or like a pet, and to be told that they're they're a good boy. That's like that. That's how they came across. They came across like dogs, like not these big threatening bears. I can't get over it. I can't get over how much these bears did not care.
No, they were the most domesticated bears I've ever seen.
Bring the bear from Grizzly if you want to impress me, Coronet. Pick up Grizzly for $9.99 at RiffTrax.com. Do it.
It's a great riff.
It is.
Also, pick up Goldilocks and the Three Bears for 99 cents.
Yeah, it's like $1 or 99 cents, whatever. Same thing.
It's a good,
minus 1 penny.
A good 11 minutes for you to spend.
Yep.
And on that note, we're going to wrap it up for our look at Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We'll see you guys next time.
And the Three Bears
on the True Blue Riffcast.
Rock till you die.